Hey guys, John Rapp with the Rusty Hook Kayak Fishing Podcast. It's Takeover Tuesday here on the Paddle and Fin Podcast Network. Got a great show for you. So, without further ado, let's get her kicked off.
You're watching the Paddle and Fin Podcast Network. Welcome to the Rusty Hook Podcast, presented by Feelfree Kayaks. Paddle, pedal, or power, there's something for everyone. ZPRO Lithium, serious power for serious anglers. DuBro Fishing, American marine application and soft plastics. Big Lake Bait Company, Texas's #1 custom bait maker. Raw and unfiltered. Streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Bringing you gear reviews and candid interviews from the industry's best. Angler profiles, tournament news, and legendary knowledge from kayak fishing's best. Grab that cold drink and get settled in. Now here's John Rapp, our host.
Hey, all right. Welcome to Tuesday night, 7:30, the April edition of the Rusty Hook Kayak Fishing Podcast. It's episode 11. Hey, sorry about last Tuesday night. Richard and I were going to come on. We had Steve Owens ready and tagged to come on and talk last Tuesday, but I had a tornado blow through here in West Virginia. Believe it or not, in the mountains, an F2 struck about 20 miles from here, which is where our power grid is, and knocked us out. We were out for 5 days. But I didn't have to suffer too much like Beth did while we were on generator power. I took off and went down to Charlotte and fished the Hobie BOS event this past weekend. I had a great time. I caught lots of nice fish, a lot of 15, 16-inch spots. I caught about a 10-pound cat under a dock. That was a fun fight. Got her into the boat, got some photographs. So sneak over to my Facebook page and look at some of those photos that I posted on those days. So I'm going to do a gear review real quick. As you guys know, I'm with the Feelfree Fishing team. And when I went down to the Hobie event, that Hobie event was a pedal or paddle only event. And so I stopped by Asheville, North Carolina to the Feelfree factory warehouse, and I grabbed a Moken 12.5 PDL. Now, if you're looking for a very fast pedal kayak that's takes chop and wind real well, highly recommend it. It turns really well. I was really impressed with the rapid drive there. It ran really well, so enjoyed that boat. Going to put it to good use, and I know Beth will here on Summersville Lake. So look at the Moken 12.5 PDL. As a matter of fact, I called down there. I'm getting the NK 300. Got my 36-volt battery in today from ZPRO Lithium, and I'm going to set up the Moken 12.5 standard, which I already have with a NK 180 now. So when I go down and see Richard here in a couple weeks, I'm going to be hopefully breaking in a new boat with a big motor. So should be fun. Well, without further ado, I want to bring Richard on, and we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in his neck of the world, the changes that's taken place with him, and a little bit about this paddle and fin tournament we're going to do. The other thing I can tell you is with the stuff that I got in today, I got 4 batteries that we're going to be giving away there as part of our door prizes. So when Brian Schiller sits down and we all brainstorm on how we're going to do things, you'll have some ZPRO batteries that we're going to put in a few people's baskets to take home with them at the end of the event. So, hey, buddy, how are you doing, Richard?
Hey, John, how's it going?
Good, man. So I'm really excited to bring you on. I apologize about our delays from last Tuesday. Had a big tornado blow through, but I'm really glad that we could talk tonight. We've been pushing this event for the last 6-7 months. We had such a great time last year. You brought in some huge sponsors for the Big Bass Pot. So people walked, the winner last year, if they had a Big Bass Pot in the a tournament first place check, they walked away with close to $5,000 at the end of
It
the
was
event.
$6,000.
Yes. Okay. So I know we had quite a bit of change there. It was a really good amount. So we've got Rick Garavalia jumping on, saying hello from Twitter. Hey, Rick. Appreciate you, buddy. But so first, before we get into the tournament, I mean, big news is that you owned Eastport for how many years?
17 years.
So for 17 years, you were the man and the owner, operator, and everything. And within the last 6 to 8 months, you decided it's time to back away, stay off the wavy docks, and stay planted on hard ground up on top of the mountain there at Eastport Farm. And so tell us a little bit about what's transpiring and what's going on there.
Honestly, I thought it was time to sail. My son thought it was time to sail. And, it's actually just not too long ago, on March 15th of this year, I woke up and I realized them old people I've been talking about, I was one of them. I mean, it was that day. I mean, I don't know how you go from being or feeling young to like, I'm old. When did that happen? It just catches up to you. It was a strange morning for me. So, I mean, I got some issues. It's a little harder for me to get around. We thought it was time to sell. And so we've had a number of people interested. But for the last 6 months or so, we've been working with a group out of Nashville. And they're going to be super for the lake, super for the marina. They're
awesome.
They're good people. They have a 12-year-old. I mean, Nathan was 12 when I bought the place. So he's heard all the stories about how great it is to grow up at the marina. So we actually haven't closed yet. We'll actually close on the 18th or 19th.
Okay.
This month. That's what the plan is. So, we're excited. This is the 4th year you've done it.
I think this is year 5 you've had tournament, but you've had paddle and fin down for 6 years. So
something like that. 4 or 5 years. Like I said, you're getting old. You just all run together.
It blends in real fast. So, but hey, so I guess you're selling it, but your son and daughter-in-law are going to still manage it and run it.
Well, they had plans to travel, and the new owners really are impressed with them, and they they did a great job this winter while we were gone. And, I think they have a lot of confidence, and they surely have had a lot of training. I mean, Nathan's, like I said, been here since he was 12. And Lee has been here since she's 16. So, they know everything about the business. They know the customers, and they know how to take care of them. So they made them an offer they couldn't refuse, and they're keeping them on board.
That's outstanding. So we got another big event coming up. It's going to be the 5th year we've had a tournament down there. It's my 4th year in a row, and I'm looking forward to it. I've got checks being made. Today, I had some ZPRO batteries delivered to me to be bringing here to be given away at the event. And I know we've got Pelican on board. And of course, you've got some stuff up your sleeve. But before we get too far into it, let's talk about the tournament, guys, and show you the details. Now, as you can see, Friday night, April 26th, at 6 p.m., we'll have a live captain's meeting from the Eastport Marina Restaurant. You do not have to attend, but you definitely need to watch this to get all your information on the identifier and stuff like that.
Well, it'd be a lot of fun if you did.
Yes, we would love to have you down there. I know we still have cabins available up top, and I know we probably still have some $50 a night boat rentals, don't we? Houseboats. So if you want a houseboat room, they're $50 a night, and I'll show you. I'll play a little clip here that shows how they're situated on the water and Richard's phone number, so you can contact him. But the Saturday, April 27th, is a 5:30 a.m. launch, lines in at 6 a.m., lines out at 2. You have an hour to get your photos submitted, and then you have another hour to arrive at the 4 p.m. check-in. Now, the reason it's being set up that way, guys, this is the paddle and fin tournament, but the same day we have the Bass Nation of Tennessee doing an event with the same hours, same time, and we'll be doing everything with us, with Richard at Eastport Marina. So all of those times and stuff will coincide. So spend your $100 here and spend your money over at Bass Nation, Tennessee. Go check on their Tournmanet page and get signed in there, because here is a 2-day event and we have 2 different days of a big bass payout. And we'll get into that here in a little bit. Richard can talk about what he's secured in the background to make that so lucrative. So 4 p.m. check-in. Also, guys, Richard, with the support of a business and Eastport Marina, they're putting $1,000 toward our dinner on Saturday night. So we're going to have a really good spread. Richard, have you thought about what the spread will be for Saturday night?
We've talked about a bunch of different things, and I forget what we decided on. So
I want to say it was Tex-Mex. I think that might have been something.
That's what we did last year. I think that's what you wanted. Yeah.
I think it was possibly that, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
I'm going to write that down because everybody was happy with that.
Yeah.
It was a buffet, all you could eat. So, we kind of want to know if you're coming. So get signed up on Tournmanet for sure, so we'll know at least an idea who's going to be there.
Exactly, guys. So you got the numbers for Saturday. Sunday, exact same information on your launch time, your lines in 6 a.m., your lines out at 2 p.m., and you have till 3:30 to get your photo submissions done and check-in deadline back at the Eastport Marina restaurant. That's Fisher's Place. So make sure you guys get your rooms reserved and make sure you get signed up on Tournmanet. Like Richard said, the more we get signed up, the sooner you get signed up, the more we can be prepared to provide you guys with a excellent event. So yeah, well, here let's show them, Richard, real quick while I'm thinking of it. The how the marina is situated and how they can reach you. So guys, if you're ready and you're watching this on your phone, just do a quick screenshot here in the next few seconds. You'll have his phone number and you'll see how the houseboats are set up on the marina right here. Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty sweet little place there. I mean, it's beautiful. Early morning view like that right there.
Somebody was out in it.
That was me, baby. That was 2 years ago, early in the morning, headed down the river.
From that same spot, turning the other way, the sunset is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it's the location is outstanding. And guys, I'm telling you, if you want to just get away for 3, 4, 5 days and be in touch with nature, you can't beat Eastport Marina. A couple years ago, that year right there, each day that I went out fishing, I saw a bobcat on the water. Not a coyote, a bobcat. Not a deer, a bobcat. Yeah, I mean,
I got you beat. I've seen a bear swimming across.
Yeah.
And I've seen a bobcat swimming across.
That's excellent. Matter of fact, I've seen that video. I've seen the video that you posted about the bear. Yeah. Sweet. So now we've got several sponsors that you have secured for this year's event. Let's go over a few of them. I think one of them was Pepsi.
Well, Pepsi's one. They gave a lot of money last year. I think they gave $1,500 last year, and then this year they're giving some money, and then Pickett County is going to give some money as well. So you're looking at, I think right now we're up to $1,750 a day.
Right.
So it's
That's
about
for the big bass
$500
pot.
total, and boy, that's not including what you guys put in. So
Exactly.
we're just slightly below last year. I don't know that there's a tournament out there for kayakers that pays $6,000 to the winner. And God, if you get both big fish both days, you're going to win.
Well, that's the thing, and that's the one thing that we can say about this event is that you can go fish and catch one fish each day and collect a check that most guys wouldn't collect at a tournament on a regional or state trail. We're looking at right now probably $1,800 a day for the big bass at minimum. So that's hard to beat. And then if you win the tournament, that's extra cash in your pocket there. So.
Well, and if all these Tennessee guys show up, that dollar amount is going to be huge. And if they're going to be in the state of Tennessee and they're not competing with the tournament anywhere else, we're in a great place to come and make some good money. So I'd really like to see Tennessee support this, and we can even grow bigger next time.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I would love to see. We know that we've worked closely with Steve Owens from the Tennessee Bass Nation, and our times that we've showed you guys here are mirroring what they do for that one Saturday. So don't be afraid to sign up for that second event, guys, from Tennessee, even Kentucky, West Virginia contingent. I know you're watching here too. Make sure you guys get signed up. We had, I think, 16 signed up for the tournament last year. Hopefully we get, I know there's probably 4 or 5 that have told me personally they plan on attending. They just haven't signed up yet.
You're hopefully talking about just from Virginia, right?
Just from West Virginia itself, not from Tennessee, not from Kentucky, which, Dale Holla touches Kentucky. I'd like to see more of a Kentucky contingent roll down too.
Oh yeah, hell, if your guys are driving that far, there's no reason why these Kentucky and Tennessee guys can't show up.
Anyway, but and that's the one thing that I have sold to the guys up this way is that going down to Eastport is a lot like being in like on the New River in Hinton, you're back out in the middle of God's country, nowhere. Nobody's going to bother you. And, and the one thing that I love about your place, Richard, is that when I get there, I don't have to leave. I can go 3 different directions from your place. I can go to the main lake. I can go up the west side of the river, the east side of the river, and then have a great time. And then when I'm done, come back. I can moor my kayak right on the dock. Go into my room here in the cabin on the houseboat, change, walk 100 yards, if it's 100 yards, over to the store, grab something to eat, grab something to drink, watch TV. You got internet access down there. It's just a great setup for a guy that's just looking to get away.
Well, the thing is, this tournament's not like a lot of the others. You're there to be competitive and fish and try to win elsewhere. Here, I think most people would say that it's more about socializing with other people that like to do what you do.
I agree with that. And it's just like
competitive. They're not, keeping all these secrets on where to go and what to use. And there's a little bit of that, but there's a lot more help being given here than I think some of the other tournaments.
Well, it's just like George said. See you guys in a few weeks. Always fun at Eastport. It's traditional, and I agree with him totally on that. It's a great place, and
that's been coming a lot of years.
George and I had a phone call earlier today, Jeff, and he was talking about how normally on April 15th he makes a trip over to load up on all your crappie, so he can go back and he has a big feed with his friends. He said he's got a little bit of crappie that he's caught locally around his home because he's going to spend his other time coming over and bass fishing with us.
He doesn't just go in one direction when it comes to fishing.
Yeah.
He'll do it all. He'll have a little boat, a big boat, a kayak. I mean, he does it all. But he needs to bring his guitar and sing a little bit. He does that.
Oh yeah, he does. Well, he said he rented his room up on top of the hill where he's been the last three years at least that I can think of. So
I've heard there's been a few people end up at his fire pit.
yeah, we have been up a few times. Last year was quite interesting. As our friend from Tightline Anchors made a nice belly flop coming down the stairs to come over.
Oh, yeah.
If y'all remember that, he
Yeah.
had a sore back. Beth came to his rescue there with a couple aspirins and Advil to help him with recovery.
We don't need no porch diving.
Well, it wasn't because of being inebriated or anything. It was just because it had been raining. It was pouring the rain down. And he stepped out. And I think he had some type of sandals on. And he slipped right out of his feet. But
I think he was feeling pretty good.
well, he may have been feeling a little bit, but we don't want to. We're trying to keep this PG.
No, it is. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with feeling good. I mean, I think that's your strategy you've used in the past.
Yes, I have. My little red cooler will be making a trip back to the Eastport Marina, and it's got a little bit of a couple little flavors that'll be in it. Grape will be coming back, and so will some blackberry.
So
Blackberry will be returning. So yeah, man, this is going to be a good event. I'm looking forward to it. Going to be down there for a week, doing some fishing, and hoping to see a lot of folks come over and see us.
So a couple other things other than the houseboat, $50 a night. That dinner, of course, is being provided by Eastport and the
Fisher's Place.
and then I think we're using that money from Pepsi to help that as well.
Right.
And then, of course, we talked about the big fish, but if you remember a couple years ago, the last place people that showed up for
that's correct.
For the awards, they didn't want to raise their hand, but there's a couple of them that didn't catch a single fish, which, on Del Hollow, I guess that's possible. But anyway, one of those boys walked away with $1,000 motor.
Yeah, you gave him an NK 180.
So I'm not going to say exactly what I'm doing, but you want to make sure you're there for the award ceremony.
So basically, folks, let me try to help explain this to you in a more solid and sound way. Richard is saying if you have a bad 2-day tournament, don't go home early. Come back, raise your hand, say I had a terrible event, Richard, but I'm here. I'm eating my humble pie, and let Richard do his thing.
So you just never know. I'm not saying I'm doing it. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm doing something, but
awesome.
Yeah, you'll want to be there.
All right, Richard.
What is it? Duck goose or something? If you got too many of you.
Yeah. Well, let's play this trailer right here. Let them see some action here.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so I just want to remind everybody, it's $100 entry fee. Okay, it's a 2-day tourney, and your big bass fee is included with your entry fee. So if you join the event, you've paid for that big bass fee, which, as we've talked about here, could be at minimum of $1,800 a day for the winner. For the biggest bass. It's the biggest 5 fish max score for each day. And I'm pretty sure it's a 12-inch minimum. So you can go, and if you want to learn more about Richard's location there, they have an app you can download at eastportmarina.appv.biz. Make sure you go sign the waivers for the event too. But everything can be found on
Well,
Tournmanet.
that app doesn't work anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, make
That's
sure
not
you go.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, go to Tournmanet and search Del Hollow, and that'll be the way you can find the event and sign up for it. Get signed up as fast as you can. That way we can plan accordingly. So there's also a link for the boundaries for a Google map, and then we've got a Fisher's Place logged in there so you can find it. So, and it's basically at the marina at the marina store. It's a great little
Yeah, it's
restaurant
all
there.
there together. Yeah. We're
So
not
right
doing
now,
the barn this year. For those people that are used to the barn actually has a big wedding that weekend.
yeah,
So we're not doing the barn, but there's plenty of room down there at the marina, and keep people from having to go both places. If it gets to where there's going to be a lot of people, we'll figure out a way to ferry people with the parking and that kind of thing. We'll keep the trucks and trailers at the top of the hill and ferry people down. We'll make that happen.
we'll make it work, no doubt. I mean, you definitely have the people there, and you know the folks, and just we'll do our best to keep the parking lot clean for people on those couple hours in the afternoon. So yeah, so we've got 6 people signed up, man. You guys go get signed up. We've got looks like 2 from Indiana and Ohio, West Virginia, Illinois, and South Carolina. So
Wow.
we've got it spread out. But
It's always the little guys that sign up last.
I was going to say, the one thing I'm not seeing is Tennessee or Kentucky guys. Come on, fellas. We
wait
need y'all to
till
show
the
up.
last minute. That's
Yeah.
all kayakers do that last minute.
But we'll hope to see a few more people signed up and everything like that. So, yeah, any other information you wanna provide, Richard, about each day? And
No, just not really. But you guys at Paddle and Fin and Eastport Marina have tried to make this probably a premier event where you learn a lot, you make friends, and you can take home more money than most other tournaments. And we'd like to see the people come out and support that.
Well, definitely from the Paddle and Fin family, want to thank you for what you've done for us the last 6 years, and especially where now in the last year you've taken and you've went and used your comments. Hey, Drew, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Need to come down there and fish for them big smallmouth on Del Hall with us.
Now he's a California boy, right?
No, Drew, he's up in Ohio now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he just won that big Bassmaster event out of Tulsa. He's been on fire the last couple of years. He's a smallmouth smackdown guy. Well, hell, if it's a fish in a ditch, he can catch it. So Drew's got skills. But what I was trying to say is, if we can get everybody signed up, I really feel like we can make this a premier event. And over the years, what you've done for us at Paddle and Fin, we just want to thank you. And the fact that the last year and this year, you've reached out and used your community contacts to build this event up and build the prize pools has been outstanding. Last year, we had payouts over $2,200 each day for the big bass. This year, we're looking at a minimum of $1,800. So, the more people get signed up, we may be able to push that up around $2,000 a day, which is an awesome payout. So,
well, and if you're one of the Tennessee guys that you're playing both tournaments and you get big fish, I mean, imagine how much they could make.
Oh yeah. So I mean, they could win the big bass over there and there. Win that tournament. I mean, they could go home with $3,500 or more in their pocket. So. It's going to be interesting. Yeah. So, hey, let's take a quick break, 30 seconds here, and then we'll be right back.
Feelfree Kayaks. Paddle, pedal, or power. Something for everyone. DuBro Fishing. Marine products for fresh or saltwater adventures. ZPRO Lithium. Serious power for serious anglers. Big Lake Bait Company. Texas's #1 custom soft plastics.
Hey guys, Welcome to the Paddle and Fin Podcast Network. It's John Rapp with the Rusty Hook Kayak Fishing Podcast. Getting ready to start the second half of the show. We've spent 30 minutes here with Richard, and I recapped a little bit of my event down at Hobie and how my Moken 12.5 helped me perform down there. Just want to reach out and tell you guys that make sure you go back and look at the first 30 minutes of the show if you're just joining, because we put out a lot of good information on what we're going to be doing at the Paddle and Fin event. And I think Richard and I will bring Richard back on, and we're going to touch base on just a little bit of everything one last time before we close shop. So, again, make sure you try to get signed up. And if you have questions, I can see there's about 15 to 18 of you guys watching right now. If you got questions about the event or anything about Eastport Marina, the Del Hollow Lake, my man Richard, I mean, he just told you he's been an operator down there for about 18 years. He can give you a lot of good details about Del Hollow. Welcome back to the show, Richard. Appreciate you hanging out with us, buddy.
I can sell him some spots too. I only got one or two, so.
I remember that 4 years ago when we were you had your little boat out there, and we had a rope, and we had about 7 or 8 guys attached to the rope, and you were pulling us upriver to try to get us up to that big smallmouth spot. Yeah. Man, that was a great time.
Yeah. We didn't catch any that day, though.
No, we didn't. But we caught some on the way down, but it was still a little early. I mean, water temps were still a little chilly. I think they were.
I caught 2 the day before yesterday.
I saw your pictures. That was some nice ones.
And it was nice that, one comes up and like 2 other come up right behind them just to see what's going on.
Yeah.
They're there.
Yeah,
that was a 19-incher that I caught the day before yesterday that I took a picture of anyway.
What is the Tennessee smallmouth inch
There's
citation?
a slot limit. There's a slot limit. So you can't have anything between I should know. It's like 18 and 21 inches or 19 and 21 inches, something like that.
Well, what is – I'm going to have to look it up.
16 to 21 inches is slot limit.
Well, I was just curious what it was. If you caught like a 20-inch smallie, No. Can you take a picture of it and submit it to the Tennessee
for your
DNR?
Guys, it works, yeah. So, but the world record is by pounds, but if it's over 21, you're allowed to keep one. But we don't encourage people.
No. Well, we're not talking about keeping. I'm talking about what it gets to get a citation.
Oh, if you are taking a picture, it's no big deal. If it goes live well, or you put them on a hook, times your boat or whatever, then you're getting a ticket. Yeah.
No, not a citation ticket. Like a record citation where you're like a trophy fish for Tennessee. What is the inches for a trophy fish?
Well, the trophy, I don't know. I've never heard it called that before. I mean, if he's over 21, I guess he's considered a trophy, but
I'm figuring that's. West Virginia, it's a 20-inch.
I don't know that the TWRA hands those out. I've never heard of it.
I'll look it up and see. Cool. Yeah. Okay, let's go over these details one more last time for these folks. Hey guys, if you got questions or comments, please plug them in. I appreciate you all spending the last 35 minutes or so with us. We're going to talk one last time about the times and dates and requirements for the tournament, and go over it just quickly because you guys can go back and watch what we talked about the first 30 minutes. But your timeline is April 26th. The captain's meeting is at 6 p.m. down at Eastport Marina. And, of course, the grill, the Fisher's Place will be open. So if you want to come down early, get something to eat. They do have cold refreshments on tap for you there.
And we normally run a beer special for you guys. I think we normally run a discount on the restaurant all weekend as well.
Yeah, you have in the past. So it's definitely worthwhile, guys. So this year, there's not going to be a check-in or no board check-in. We're just going to provide you guys with an identifier over the captain's meeting. So you don't have to go get to certain locations the morning of. If you're a Tennessee guy and you sign up and you can check your Tourney for your ID image, and we'll put it out on our Facebook pages too. 5:30 launch, 6 a.m. lines in, 2 p.m. lines out, 3 p.m. photo submission deadline, and 4 p.m. be checked back in. Then Saturday, and again, Saturday's times are run concurrent with the Tennessee Bass Nation. So sign up for both events. Everything will be held right at Eastport Marina. And then Sunday, our event is the same times, except for at the end of the day, your photo submission deadline is 3:30, and that's also your check-in at the marina. So, and as we can see here, more details and sponsors to come. So you never know what Richard's going to work his kind of magic, or who else is going to be jumping in to help us make this event even more special. Dale Hollow Lake. Can't wait.
It's a great place to be.
Brother, anything else you want to add?
Nope, just hope to see a lot of people there.
Well, appreciate you coming on the show. God bless you, and I'll see you Monday, the 22nd in the afternoon.
Check out all the good places first.
Yes, and between you and me, as we've had conversations before, I wish you very, very well that Monday. Everything goes well, and I see you Tuesday afternoon.
All right, that works.
Doing well, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Okay, be blessed. Right. Thanks again for jumping on.
All right, see you.
All right, guys, so that was Richard DeVries from Eastport Marina. Jumped on to talk a little bit about our tournament event that we're going to be having at Del Holla. Just so you get some details again, I've showed y'all the information on Tourney X. Make sure you just go look up Del Holla. It's paddle and fin on Del Holla. But if you type in paddle and fin, it's just going to take you to a lot of noob tournaments. So type in Del Holla and you'll be able to spot it real quick. $100 entry fee. It's going to be a good time. I look forward for everybody showing up and hanging out with us. And it's April. All you folks up here on the East, Kentucky, Indiana, West Virginia, Ohio. I mean, we're finally starting to get some sunshine and some 60-degree temps. Let's go a little bit south and let's enjoy that Tennessee weather, that clear Corps of Engineers Lake and Rocky Bottom, and let's catch some good fish and have a good time. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me, John Rapp, on Facebook Messenger. Our tournament director is Susie Roloff. So if you have any questions about tournament specific information, don't hesitate to reach out to Susie. Of course, you can always reach out to the OG, the Paddle and Fin, Pod Daddy, Brian Schiller. He's always going to be available. But anyway, nothing but love for you. Always be safe. And when you're on the water, wear your PFD. It's about all I got for you guys. Nothing but love for you. Wish you the best. We'll see you next Tuesday.